just double check everything. Going home on YouTube. All right, over to my channel. Let's make sure I have sound. Let's make sure this is working. Yes, we is live. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this over to Facebook really quick. We'll share there. Not doing anything spectacular today, just going to have some fun working on a dragon I'm working on. Hopefully get it done by this weekend. We'll see. And Facebook is crashing. There we go. I have a craft sale again this weekend, and thought I'd attempt to get one more dragon done. We'll see. I have to also take it to work tonight. So let's head over to Google Plus. Pop it there too. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, and top chat is working. Okay, so yeah, today just fiddling around with a little guy. Started some of the basic sausage forms, and I apologize for the lighting. We'll see how well this goes. You can see him a little bit backlit. So what I've got here is just starting under his head and neck. I got part of his body done. That's going to be a little green sleepy guy right here. And have a big head a little bit, but I'll be attaching right in here. And the only tool I've used so far is just this. I have the little flower eyes on here. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. Kind of hard to see in this light, but there's a little lotus flower right in the eyes. I had managed on eBay, for anybody who's interested, managed to get a pack of glass cabochons, all rounded ones. Each pack has a random assortment, but none of them are the same. Oops, can't figure out where I am. There we are. None of them are the same, but I ordered 2 packs. So they're just little glass cabs like this, backed. Perfect for eyes. Between the 2 bags, it looked like it was the same mix in the bags, so I was able to find matches for not just this set, but for several others. So pretty pleased with that. I probably could be having finger guards on, but we're gonna see how well you guys can see what I'm doing. It's just a matter of being stabby, stabby, stabby. Let's see if I move the camera over here. Just trying to find the right angle here. I have hubby's shirt on right now, big growly bear. There, maybe that'll do it. See how much vertigo I can give everybody. For anyone who ends up watching this. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So what I basically started with was forms out of this material here. Nice and floofy. My favorite word, floofy, lately. And I have in all sorts of different colors. And you just keep stabbing with the needle until you get the shape you want. And I have varying tools. I have one that holds 12 needles. This one here is my particular favorite, just holds 3. And these needles are kind of nasty and scary. I keep them in a very big old medicine jar. But yeah, these are the needles right here. You can see that. That hurts going into your finger. It draws blood real easy. Yes, that does happen a lot. And then for gluing the eyes in, and I had a little trouble with this, but it works out okay. Ah, Cindy, hi. Yeah, scary needle. I found this at the Source Comic and Games in St. Paul, and it's Armory glue. I have another one just for that came with a needle felting kit, and it doesn't have a label. I don't know what that one is. Otherwise, I tend to use E6000, but the problem is you have to find a way, even with this glue, to just hold it down until you know it's going to stay in place. Otherwise, it's just going to keep popping off on you. So, the glues are a little bit tricky, and I'm going to be felting over top of the glue anyway, so it's not going to matter much. You're not going to, the eye's going to be locked into place with the glue and the wool. So right now I just want to make sure I get enough color coverage here. So yeah, we had Twin Cities Pagan Pride last weekend, and that went super well. I didn't get a chance to do a video because the moment we finished setting up, it was go, go, go. We were so busy, and especially my friend's sister, or daughter and I, sister. Sometimes they act like sisters, actually. She's so much like her mom. But she was helping me and is kind of my apprentice for face painting, and so we were just hopping pretty much the entire time. So I didn't get a chance to do a video of Pagan Pride, and they had a labyrinth set up and belly dancers and all sorts of stuff that they do every single year. And it was a lot of fun, but this year I didn't get to walk around very much. I like to walk around and, you know, see if there's something I want to buy or whatever, but no, not this time. And that was okay. We did some good sales. We met a lot of people. We had a great time. I bought some bones I'm going to be making some wands out of. Sold some wands. We sold a lot of jewelry. Did a lot of face painting. So we have a sale this weekend. It's a 2-day sale with a 3rd day added to be able to set up. So the setup is tomorrow. And then we're doing just a run at the Renaissance Festival, not selling, just going, although we're going to bring Cecilia and Cecil the Dragons with, just to have some fun. And then we have a craft sale for one of our local churches happening after that the following weekend. And then I have my surgery on October 4th. So we figured we'd do the Renaissance Festival as kind of my last hurrah before I'm laid up for a little bit. And right now I'm finding the hard part is I'm wanting to get more weight off before the surgery. And just to make it safer, because the heavier you are, you know, the harder it is with anesthesia and stuff like that. Well, so I have been losing weight, but then I got food poisoning, and so it's like my whole diet was screwed up again because I had to go on the brat diet for a bit, and that's the bananas and the rice and applesauce and toast and yogurt, and of course that much stuff with that much sugar in it you know, that many carbohydrates. It kind of just really screws everything up, because I was on kind of a medium carbohydrate diet. Did find out with blood tests, though, that my sugars were not too bad. Yeah, I did heavy, high heavy. Yeah, it all just kind of hit at once. That was not fun. In a restaurant, I really liked too. The food was awesome. But I think what probably happened is that, you know, it was a buffet. So there's people always touching the, you know, the serving utensils and stuff like that. And I made the mistake of getting finger foods, and I didn't bring wipes with. So what I should have done, and I recommend to anybody, is if you're going to be at one of these buffets and get anything with finger foods, after serving out of the buffet bin, because everything was at proper temperatures and all of that, so I don't blame the restaurant on this at all. But bring some sanitizing wipes with for your fingers after you touch all those serving utensils, so that you don't end up giving yourself something nasty. And it was bad. Pretty much had projectile vomiting and had to have a couple IVs in. They were geared up to give me a third if I couldn't keep any water down in the ER, because I'm diabetic and I've had issues with chest pain before. We thought it was better to have me go via ambulance, so that bill's gonna be not cheap. And they did send me home that night, but I had to have IV Zofran, IV Reglan, and IV Benadryl, and I think there was something else they had given me too, just to get me stabilized. It was not fun. I don't want to go through that again. Nothing like having projectile vomiting out both ends, pretty much. It was vile. So what I did is I took a little roll of the green, and you saw I shaped around here a little bit. I'm going to set some black behind the eye a little bit, just to, or some of the purple, just to give some depth behind the glass. Oh, well, have fun at work. And am I seeing you this weekend, Cindy, or is it just Carrie? Looks like her Wi-Fi is trashy. This is basically the technique that I go through with any of my dragons. I really don't have a plan when I have a basic image in my head when I get these started, but that's about it. So just a little, that little bit of dark makes a difference. Okay, all right. Hi, Cisco. All right, well, Cindy, have fun at work. I'll be going to my work tonight, so have a good sleep for me. At least tonight, hopefully, if things go good, I'll be able to work on this dragon some more. I'd like to get some sea turtles done too, but I don't think I'm going to get that far. Getting as sick as I did just kind of really screwed me up for progress, because I pretty much slept for like 2 days. When you start with your floofy stuff here, the roving, and you do your base roving, it's still going to be a little bit squishier. But once you start packing the colored around it, it ends up hardening up considerably. Oh, I'm already liking. He's gonna have a short little nose. I'm obsessed with cute lately. I don't get it. It's just horrible. I just kind of roll this up. Sometimes I'll have like a little thing of water here and dip my fingers in it and then get this wet, and it helps shape it a little bit better. And of course it tears apart real easy. The roving I get, we have a store called Depth of Field in Minneapolis, and I get a lot of roving and needles and stuff from there. But Michael's also has needles and some roving if you're in a pinch. It's a little more expensive. Otherwise, I have some really good sellers on eBay that I like, where I can buy 5 to 10 pounds of roving at once. And then I also have a whole bunch of alpaca shearing downstairs that is a lot softer. It's silkier, so it can be a little harder to felt with. And I use that for like Santa beards and things. I also use this, I can stuff things with catnip, roll up the roving around catnip and make various toys for cats. And it ends up being a big hit. And I want to lock this down a little bit more, just to make sure that eye doesn't decide to take a trip somewhere. Sometimes too, once I get it locked in like this, I'll take just a extra wool on the needle. Take just a little bit of E6000 right in the corners around the glass part, and it kind of gives it a little bit of a watery look, but also helps lock that cabochon in place. So, oh, he's already coming out so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Too fun. I think this is pretty long right now, but I have more of this color. Actually, why don't we do, I'm gonna have a little bit more colors on this guy. Some of the roving I get is hand painted. Hi, Shane. And the hand painted roving will have like a ton of different colors on it, and it's just so much fun to play with. So if you look at the videos with my bigger dragons, the colors are really kind of just all over the place. There's such a mix, and that's because I use hand painted felt or roving for that. For anyone who's not dealt with needle felting, this pretty much only works with animal products, with animal fibers. You can even felt human hair. And the reason why is because the keratin that forms the fibers looks, if you look under a microscope, it looks like scales, strands of scales. And so what these barbed needles do is that they lock the scales together, and you can actually pack it and make it shape. And so that's a property only of animal fibers. So definitely not a vegan craft by any way, shape, or form. But that's okay. I'm just giving him a little blaze of color right here. Coming out so cute. Oh no. It's gonna sound so anime. He's so kawaii. I should sculpt Toothless one of these days. Well, now you know, and it involves long, pointy, sharp, dangerous needles. Okay, water today. Wonder Woman glass. I don't have jewelry on right now because I was just being lazy. Oh gosh, I do. I need to sculpt Toothless. I think that would be just so incredibly cute. And I think I know what I'm going to do here. So let's start making a hole for his mouth. This is something I don't get to do very much anymore because for a while, one of my patients, they had a separate room that I could sit in and not disturb the kid with needle sounds. But now that's not the case, so Thursday and Saturday nights I get to do this. If I have time on my downtime. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of black in there. Oh, that's a dark, dark green. Where is my black? I need my Schwartz. That's not it. That's not it. I have a bag of too much of this stuff. Okay, I can never have too much. There we go. Black and red. And give him a little tongue. You guys gotta have a little bit of tongue. I like to have background colors inside of things just to give it a little bit more depth and detail. I know some people don't, but it's just one of my picky little things. This takes a little bit to pack it in there. And I'm doing the head detail now before I put it on the body because that way it's easier to get all of this done. I'm just giving you guys a look at my process today. All right, a little bit of red, and move that aside. Now, if I do get a phone call, the live feed will kick out. I'm apologizing in advance. I had what I thought was a nice web camera that decided that every single time you sneezed or looked at it funny, it would freeze up. So I had to return that. So I don't have a webcam that I can stick on a tripod and aim at my table here. I have a decent webcam on the laptop, but not for this. Yeah, I know it's getting buried in there. This will correct in a moment. I have finger guards, but they're leather and rubber, and that does not stop these needles. So it's like, well, why am I just making it harder to hang on to things? Just keep flipping this back and forth. Eventually it'll pack down. That's looking good. Okay. Now, scissors. Do I have small scissors? I think I put them someplace I didn't want to put them. Shoot. Shoot. It's not scissors. I took all the scissors out of my craft room. Are you serious? Yeah, I was ready for this. Okay, I give up. Well, I was gonna cut a little triangle shape out of his tongue part, but I can still do that off camera. I have the air conditioning on and I'm still warm. Yeah, metal gun. Ooh, that's what I should have hubby make for me. We've got scales. He can make me some gauntlets for this. I could make finger guards out of the saddle leather I've got downstairs. I sometimes do leather tooling, not as much as I'd like. I wish I could be home more and just make things. But that's not the way the world works. I was trying to lock this in there. There we go. So what I'll just do is turn this into a forked end on the tongue when I find my scissors. They have one point, but the camera doesn't show it. There's real tiny little barbs all along the needle all the way up. And that's what locks the wool together. Okay. So let's get a little bit more black, give him some nostrils. Should have lotioned my hands first. They're kind of dry. Shadow Havens likes to joke that, you know, I'm doing my fapping sounds. Because somebody, we were on a live stream, and I was needle felting on camera. And somebody said, "What is that fapping noise?" Yeah, so that kind of just stuck. The trick to doing these is to make sure that everything matches from one side to the other. And there is going to be some variation, but to just get the overall balance of the face is the important part. And where I start with that balance is once I get the general shape, then I poke in the indentation where the eyes are going to go. And that allows me to get the base shape started. And then I just build around the eyes. Oh, I ate and forgot to take my blood sugar pill. Oh well, I'll have a snack before work and take it with, I have to take it with food, so. And indent a little more there. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a roll on this side. What's wrong, sweetie? Okay. Right, now I gotta make sure I get the twisting in there like I did on the other side. Let's go this way. I didn't get that quite right. This can be a real challenge sometimes. Okay, now stay. There we go. I want to get all the details together before I even assemble the limbs and everything, just so that when people pick it up and look at it, there isn't little gaps, you know, things that don't look quite right. I'm gonna have to run a little bit more right there. It's not, this eye, I think I got a little bit higher than the other one. Yeah. Okay, that's locked in pretty good though. Yeah, I haven't been able to get into any live hangouts because I've just been trying to get ready for these shows. I miss that. It's fun in Shadow Heathens hangouts. Yeah, right now he is a little bit. That's gonna get fixed. You're raising an eyebrow. There we go. Come on, get in there. Hey, you wee bugger. Okay. Happy accident. No, no, no. We're not going to have happy accidents. I'll put this happy little tree there and the not so happy body behind that bush. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay. And a little bit of the purple again. I didn't try painting along, but that was my thing with my mom and I. Some of the good times that I had there was watching Bob Ross. And he'd start out with these beautiful backgrounds, and my mom's like, yeah, that looks really nice, because, you know, she's an artist too and extremely picky. And then all of a sudden he'd bring out the black, and my mom and I are going, no, don't put a tree there. And every time he'd have this gorgeous background, and then he'd put this huge tree right in the middle. I was like, just, Bob, no. Good times. I guess the afro was an accident too. They tried perming his hair or something, and he hated it with a passion, but it kind of stuck. So he had to keep the afro that he hated so much. I really would have loved to have met him. Yeah, or he'd put this terribly crooked, beat up cabin, you know, the windows are crooked, everything's crooked, all because he was painting it all with a palette knife or something. It was just funny. But some of his stuff came out really, really nice. He was just neat. I got to meet one artist who actually is a baron. So I take it she got talent from mom then, huh? Yeah, we had a guy that had done art for one of the nearby cities, and his name was Baron Otto von Pfeiffer, and he actually was a baron, German baron, and so carried the von title appropriately. Oh, yeah, mom was an artist. And that guy was really neat. And in the township he lived in, he had the first, was that almost all recycled home in the city, and just a really fun guy. And then my sculpture and metal casting instructor, he ended up doing shows for glass work in New York, and I had three or four bronze classes with him, and I loved working in bronze, but boy, that's expensive. Yeah, I got that. You meant your mom was the artist. That up a little bit. So once I have the idea of where I'm going with him, then Just changing the shape of his head a little bit. This set of needles right here really packs things down nicely, especially for general shaping. Oh, he's gonna be so cute. Oh, much better. Much better. Hi, guys. We had a little tiny chainmail dragon, a blue one that went and sold at Pagan Pride, and we called him Little Hith. And so this might be Little Hith's replacement until he sells. Oh, that arch in the neck is making this difficult. Oops, over here. Okay, I'm probably going to be blocking the camera a little bit. I gotta angle this so I can stab him without stabbing me. And that's the way it works, isn't it? Shh, I don't want my video removed from YouTube. We're talking about stabbing. Well, essentially that's what I'm doing, right? No. It's details like this that sometimes get me to bust needles. And there's a lot of that glue right there. Shoot. Let's see if I can poke through the glue a little bit. I did find out something really cool that had me super excited. When I did Cecilia, the large dragon, I I wrapped the end of her tail, because what we had happen at one of the Renaissance festivals we took Cecil to is somebody stepped on his tail and sheared the wool right off, which lost me a sale that day. Which is okay, because Cecil ended up becoming a traveling buddy. But, hi, Paranor. Hi, sweetie. Anyway, so Cecilia, I wrapped the end of her tail in black buckskin, and I had some really old buckskin that isn't good for sewing anymore, so I just cut it up and I glued it on there, on the armature. And it actually worked out really, really nice. I was able to felt right to it, and that just had me super excited. Okay. So Little Hiss the second needs to have a little ear hole back here. Or an extension on the eye. I wonder if I give him ears. Huh. Let me get the dot back here too. It actually kind of gives a little bit more depth in the skull there. I like that. And I also talk to myself when I don't have people on camera. I'm not in the line of Florence, thankfully. Oh, Heavy is, yeah. Oh, definitely. No losing Heavy Holler. The orc gods will not smile kindly on that. Pahagenhut and Tezcatlipoca would be very angry if they lost Heavy Holler. From our role playing back in the day. the brothers, the hunter brothers of the orcs, Pahaganhut and Tezcatlipoca, who actually is an Aztec god. But, you know, we incorporated the Aztec culture into our tribes of orcs when we were role-playing them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he needs ears. I don't know why I'm obsessed with dragons having ears lately. It's just sad. I am a pathetic old woman. Let's give him a little stripe of color down the back, too. I was thinking I was going to give him all sorts of tiny scales and cut them out of felt and then needle felt them to him. Using the regular wool felt, but I think that's going to detract. I kind of like where he's going here. I really like where he's going. He's just cute. Me Gerd, he's so cute. Oh, he's cute. This is not supposed to be this cute. Oh, I'm really, really, really cute. Hi, Jonator. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I love ears on Dragons Heavy. Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow night I won't be in Minecraft because we have to head to our craft sale and set up after I get home from work and after I sleep a little bit. And then Saturday and Sunday are the craft sale. So I probably won't be back in game until Monday. Okay, now I gotta be careful. I can only go so far here. All right, and let's figure out little teeny ears. Not big ears. Let's do a dark green interior. Yeah. I think that should be good enough. Again, same thing I did with the tongue. I'm just going to let the shape start working its magic and see where I go. I'll let that tongue work. It's magic. I'm supposed to be a family-friendly channel. You all knew that, right? Now what I'm going to do at the end of all of this is there's always going to be some little fluffies at the end. And what I'm probably going to do is when I find my scissors off camera, I'm just going to trim some of the fluffies and, you know, get it all nice and neat. Yeah, I get that, Paranor. I've barely been on. I'm getting ready to do the second base for the two statues in front of the castle. I don't know, this might be the Addams Family version. I mean, I'm stabbing things. I've got big sharp needles. Okay, I'm gonna take, I don't even think I need to do an extra color inside. my God, Paranor and Heavy, have you two ever seen, well, anybody here, seen a movie with Danny Kaye called The Court Jester? Hubby introduced me to that one. Love it. Great musical. The story's really good. The music was good. The humor's awesome. It just was such a great movie. There we go. Got a little ear shape there. Like I said, I'll trim that extra off later. Yes. I love that movie. It still kind of freaks hubby out because I don't have a lot of exposure to musicals. That was not something that my mother was very much into. So I didn't see too many. I mean, I saw Mary Poppins and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and The Wizard of Oz. I'm trying to think of what else back then. But it just wasn't something that she really encouraged because she thought they were terrible. I kind of liked it though, but you know, it kind of was the lifestyle that I had back then too, so. I can't remember what else I'd seen, so it was, you know, it wasn't a big thing I was exposed to. I was more science fiction and westerns and stuff like that. Ooh, I tore that one apart. I thought I'd seen one more and I can't remember what it was. This is not going to be the same size. Save that one for another time. Try again. I don't waste wool pieces. I find I get to use them in another project, if anything. I was sitting next to the air conditioning. It's right at my feet. And oh yeah, Singing in the Rain. I've seen that one, but I was really little. I don't know. I have a feeling I might have seen Music Man too. But I must have been really, really little when I saw that. Did some music from Cats and from Fiddler on the Roof, but had never seen those. Used to make the patients at my dialysis clinic at night laugh hysterically though, because I'd go and sing Chim Chim Cheree while pushing the mop bucket over to where a dialysis machine might have leaked, or somebody, you know, had to mop up the floor from blood or something like that if the patient was okay. I'd be carrying this massive mop bucket and dancing behind it and singing Chim Chim Cheree. Loved my job. Loved being a good nurse and giving good care to the patients there, but the company wanted me to have more patients than was safe, and so I said, screw that. You don't have three 3 people on and doing 8-hour dialysis treatments on 23 patients. Not safe. Companies want to make their money. Lots and lots of money. Here I go off camera again. There. I'm just shaping these little buggers anyway. Okay. There we go. He's just gonna have little ears. Yeah, I'll figure out which way I want them. There we go. Okay. Stabby, stabby, stabby. And that one. Oh yeah, Troy's shown me some from Pirates of Penzance a few times. Oh, okay. Well, have fun with that. Oh, Camelot in the late 70s or 80s. I haven't seen that one. Oof. I don't think I could manage 10 rooms at a time. That would be too much. Okay, gotta lock those ears down. Because sometimes you get little kids who think they're being cute. And we'll try to pull things off. Okay, so we have little itty bitty ears. And I think what I'm going to do is give little horn stubs right in front of the ears. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to make those a little different color, I think. I'm going to go with the purple. I think I'm going to go with the almost the same teal I did for the decorative down the back. Oh yeah. I think that might blend in too much. Okay, let's see what other color I got here. Maybe if we give him some bright yellow to green. That'll stand out better. Okay, divide that. And I gotta watch the time too. Okay, I got plenty of time. Little itty bitty nubbins. I think my dragons are starting to take on a specific style. Let's see. I've got a big armature ready to go and partly wrapped to do a red. So we'll see how my reds come out, but my greens are starting to take on a really distinctive style. And I actually started writing my story about my cottage garden. And I think part of what I want to do that on is just little signboards to have at like Pagan Pride, where there's someday, I mean, like, you know, maybe 10 years down the road or something, where there's a little grove that they can walk in and see all the dragons. Call it Christina's Garden. And have all the trolls and dragons and little storybooks, paint everything on wooden books. Yeah, his tongue is the right size. It will be forked. I can't find my scissors at the moment, but I'm gonna have to trim his tongue a little bit to give it shape. I know my dragons, that the reason why I've been thinking about the grove, and I can't do that and, you know, be the mother of the woods inside the grove and then be the face painter at the same time at the same event, just would not work out really well. But what got me thinking about it is I had both Cecil and Cecilia on a stand, and of course Cecilia is the only one I had the price tag on her. Got her for $400. But there were so many people picking up their kids and letting their kids look at them, and they were taking photos, and it was just, I love the reaction that I got. It was just the coolest thing. Oh yeah, you got the little nubbins. That's cute. But it made me so happy to see all these people respond this way. And I think I get more excited about that than anything else. There we go. Yeah, I got that in the right spot. Okay. All right, so we're going to put just a little bit of dark under the ears, just for that depth. Okay, and this side. Twin Cities Pagan Pride is in Minneapolis, St. Paul area in Minnesota, and we just had it this last weekend. So it won't be until the first weekend, full weekend of September next year. And it is in the United States. And I've face painted there now 7 or 8 years, I think. I missed 1 year to my wedding, and then another year in the because I tore my rotator cuff and couldn't raise my right arm, which makes it really difficult to paint on people. But otherwise, I have a show, a large craft show with, I don't know how many crafters are there this coming weekend in Elk River, Minnesota. And that's what I'm getting ready for. But I think I probably would be sculpting these little dragons anyway, just for the fun of it. Even if I didn't have a show this weekend. But yeah, Twin Cities Pagan Pride is getting to be a bigger and bigger event every year. This year we had like 58 crafters, I think, or 58 vendors. And last year was only like at 37, I think. Oh, yeah. Yes, you do. So I should make you something cool and send it to you, too. I'm just filling in a little bit more right here on the neck. And using the 3-needle tool for that. There we go. I think that head is just really super adorable. To do any more detail on that is gonna just be too much. I think he came out just really, really cute. Trying to get him on camera, nice. Just very simple detail. I'll probably make his body a little bit longer, but then he's gonna be curled around like this. And then the one wing is gonna be tucked right here, or I might set it to drape over top, I don't know, but the other one's gonna be kind of folded at the side. And I won't be wiring the wings because it's just, I didn't wire the body. So I don't like to just run wire through without having an armature. It is really super cute. I'm just thrilled. So I think what we're gonna do is let's expand that body a little bit. Oh, that head is just cute. Ah, I love it. Ain't that cutie? So I'm just gonna start this first. And my 4-foot-long dragon took, because I wasn't consistent working on her, ended up taking about 6 months. This little guy, I'm trying to cram him out a lot faster. I'm surprised I haven't had a black cat visitation yet. Oh, well, Paranor, why do you think I would need a tool like that? And yeah, that was flashy, flashy, boom, boom. First introduced on one of Shadow Heathen's live streams. Ah. No blood, no blood. Nope, no blood. Okay. Didn't get it in deep enough. Just enough to feel it. of scares my husband how fast I can work with this. Okay, well, that's not curling the right way. There we go. Now it is. Okay, let's wrap that with the green. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always have to have a safe word at Heathens. Okay, then what I do is to help lock the shape in is I pull this roving really tight just to start the packing process. And it'll harden the body right up. Boy, this is gonna go really bad really fast. I'm amusing myself again. I will be having a tail coming off of this too, so that'll work. Oh, yeah, it does. That does look like a evil thing. But because of those needles, we don't have smallpox. We don't have people dying from smallpox. Yay, vaccines! And cover a little bit there too. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think by that time I got it I think it wasn't an oral vaccine at some point. I know polio was. I had gotten the oral polio vaccine. That's good. Let's see how this is gonna lay. Oh my gosh. His head is going to be right. Oh my gosh. Awesome. I got it. I got it. Oh, that's gonna be so cute. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna have to make sure I get the tail to wrap around too. Oh, I love it. Yeah, you and hubby are having days today. He's not feeling too fantastic. Okay, let's work on the second leg. Yeah, oh, I remember days like that. It's like you're trying to work through everything and trying to concentrate on the current situation is like nigh impossible because all the background noise of thinking and running through all of it. And today, on Needle Felting with Christina, we learn how to make sausages. I just created another dragon head. I did. Well, at least I know how to do those shapes. Time to add a foot. It's working out my entire time stream. Yeah. How big do I need that? A little bit more. Okay. That's where it's going to attach to the body, so we need the foot right there. Although, do I need a full leg? If he's going to be laying like this, yeah, I should. It's going to give it a little more realism. Okay, never mind. Talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot. Weird thing, that's how my brain processes stuff. I never shut up. Okay, and then which color did I have for the bottom of the foot? Same yellow. Okay. That's not the same yellow. That's the same yellow. Hi, sweetie. There, got my 3 moderators, hubby and Paranor and Heavy. Oh, our cat's been giving us good purring. Oh my gosh. She's been such a snuggle lately. American Bombay's needy cat. The one thing you guys don't get the fun of that Tezcatlipoca does is he gets to see all this stuff after I'm done streaming. So he'll get to see the dragon in person. I should have done the green first. What, Call of Duty is the biggest leg maker? Ooh. Oh. 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 Yeah, the oceans have been pretty laggy in Minecraft lately, so... I thought that there was some big event or something in Call of Duty that was having all the bandwidth being robbed or something. I don't know where my brain was going. We have a Xbox One and an Xbox 360. We don't have PS3 or 4. And of course we have our older systems. We still have the PS2 and 3 Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. I thought we had one other gaming system too, I can't remember. But all the stuff we have works. And that's what counts. Oh, I might have to put a little green right there yet. Although we do both play Overwatch, I don't get to play it as much. I'm in Minecraft more for that. And then I play Mabinogi quite a bit. Ten-year-old game, I still have fun with it. But real life gets in the way, and then I don't get to game as much, and it's sad. Better have a good grip on that, or I'm going to have 3 needles in my thumb. That would hurt. Probably going to cover up the yellow I had just put on here. We'll see. Might be able to get the foot to firm up right. You are going to do what I want you to do. I'm going to have to really adjust this one. This one is being a bear. It's not cooperating with me. There we go. Let's see where I'm at. That will be fine once I start shaping the toes. Hey! Okay. Teeny bit more green. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I suppose you wouldn't take to me going and taking the pliers here and pulling the needle out of my own finger, right? I think my husband's going to be pretty upset with me in a couple minutes. He did not have an easy time with me going into the hospital Monday. So I shouldn't tease him. He was hanging it together pretty well, actually. Oh, ow. Ow! Oh, para. Owie. Okay. Now what color did I use there? I had glasses. Oh, I'm gonna need bifocals at some point. Start putting the toes in. Little toes, little toes. There we go. Oh, it just occurred to me tonight I'm going to be in the nurse's room where The air conditioning doesn't work so well, and it's going to be super hot outside. Oh, yay. Yikes. There's one. I should put a little bit more green on the end. A little more yellow. I don't like that white showing through. Ay, yay, yay. Oh, para. Ow. Yeah, I didn't have electronics, but I did several computer upgrades starting when I was, I think 14 was when I did my first one. The worst I did was set a computer on fire in the classroom. Okay, that's got to have more yellow going this way too. Some of those old processors were a pain in the butt to get out, though. Well, they still are. What am I saying? It's like once it's in there, it's super glued, man. It's not going anywhere. I think I have enough foot pad there. All right. Didn't you get in trouble with the school for that one too? I've got a little hole in white peeping through. Oh, if we'd have been in the same grade. Same grade and same school. Oh my gosh. You'd have never seen the end of me. Oh, almost. Just about. No blood on this live stream. Now the worst I did was computer programming class with breaking into another school system with a teletype machine over the modem. They booted up the network in the morning, and all the computers came on at once and started playing It's a Small, Small World in MIDI. And then somebody left me a used condom on my computer desk, and so I found out who did it, and I broke into their software that they were trying to write for class, and I put a virus in it. So yeah, I got into trouble in my own ways. On the Apple IIs and 2Es. There we go. I've got little paws. Did you take that medication again? The one I bought?
That's not a problem.
Okay. Because you can have up to 4 a day.
No, that's not the issue.
All right. There we go. And again, just stabbing in the same spot over and over again, and it's forcing the wool to shape. There. Now we just need little claws. Okay, love you, Para. All right. Little bitty claws. All right. So I'll just have 2 more legs and the wings. And then assembling everything. MS pain again.
Knees, hands, yeah.
Just make sure you take something before you try to go to bed tonight. Okay, that's the second claw. Oh, sorry, rocking the camera. One more purple. All right, there's the purple. All right. That's a little too big. I have so much fun needle felting. This really is relaxing for me too. But it's just so much fun to see what I come up with. I think I like it even more than painting, and I love to paint. I love to paint on anything. But there's just something about having everything just kind of pop out and be three-dimensional and watch people interact with it. Ooh, almost. Okay. So, since I'm going to have the 1 foot like this, I got to figure out how to do this one. And I may have to cut this down a little bit. Unless I do it this way. So that'll be closely tucked under. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get some, well, I can get the yellow on the belly under there. Yellow belly. There we go. Once I get these front legs on, then I think I can attach the head, because getting the wings on isn't going to be too hard. Lock it down really good so people don't try to pull the legs off. Okay. And run that way. And this way. Get him on the camera. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my. Oh dear me. Oh my goodness. This is the tricky part. I gotta get him locked in there just right. Then the green over top. Oh dear me. Oh my word. Wow. Okay, have a good night, Heavy. Oh my goodness. This is gonna work out so nice. Just gotta get him secured in there very, very well. Ah. There, a little more green. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm just so thrilled. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. And let's lock this yellow in here. And this solid strip of yellow, of course, is going to also help strengthen it. A little bit more green right there. Okay. Oops. Careful, careful, careful. Getting between the legs is really difficult. Okay, now I'm gonna lock these limbs into place and at least get his head where it needs to go. A little harder stabby right here. Because I gotta go into the body. Okay, so there's one. And a little bit of green to cover up that white right there. No, Oscar, you're not climbing in my lap. Oops. I have a little stray white spots right here. I'm gonna try to cover up. Teens a bit more. A little down the back. And because the body is kind of curling downward like this, I'm angling the back stripe down. And so this is what we have so far. Belly fluff, of course, is not going all the way in until I get the tail and the hind legs on. But I think we're gonna call this a night. Turned out pretty good. Anyone who's watching this later, I have a GoFundMe down below for surgery expenses. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gonna try to get back into the swing of things again with doing more videos. So overall, had a good crowd tonight, and can't wait to see you guys next time, and hopefully I'm gonna get him done. All right, have a great night, everybody. Blessed be. How do I stop this crazy thing?